two different messages. And sometimes when they cross paths, you see scenes like this one in small-town Holbrook last week. A lot of yelling and not a lot of listening, so we decided to listen.
This is no fun.
We met with these two men who say they have been to dozens of protests this year supporting Black lives and will also be going to the March on Washington in D.C. Friday.
We could be doing many other things. I've never been to Holbrook before.
We also met with the president and VP of America Backs the Blue, who spent hours on their quickly growing Facebook group helping publicize different Back the Blue events that smaller groups may organize.
Ultimately, it was to become a refuge for police officers' families, to give them a place to go to see messages of support, encouragement, love. We don't allow politics, regardless.
First question for both groups, why?
I'm not stopping until we abolish every mindset and system that actively oppresses us.
I feel the police need our love and support.
America Backs the Blue says they can monitor social media, but not who shows up to rallies.
I'll nail on your neck. How's that?
Yeah, that's uncalled for. All we can speak about is our page. If she had made a comment like that on our page, out the door, blocked, gone.
These men say they showed up with a few friends to peacefully give Holbrook residents a different voice, but were attacked verbally and in some ways physically.
If that was us acting in that manner, in those videos, how would we be perceived? Would we have even made it out of Holbrook?
In talking with both groups, it became very apparent their way of thinking was very different.
If you say Blue Lives Matter, then you are totally against Black Lives Matter. It's like the opposite. So I can't say whether that's true or not. I don't know. But we're not Blue Lives Matter. We're Back the Blue. Again, any race of police officer, if you're a police officer, we back.
It's not about cops. Why do we have to make it about cops? A blue life is not a real thing. That's a sad person, a blue life. And that's honestly most probably a black person in America.
But they'll get word of our rally and come out and do a counter protest. Like, I mean, I can speak for America Backs the Blue. We don't do that.
I'm frustrated and we're tired. And I just feel like I have a moral obligation to do so. And I apologize for getting worked up, but it's just like, why are we even doing this? We know why we're doing it, but why are we doing it in 2020?
The activists say if Back the Blue protesters want to support police despite hateful people in their group, then they should be able to support the families of unarmed black people killed by police and other black families fearful of interacting with police.
We're not going to these Back the Blue rallies and pulling up to these towns and saying negative things about the police officers in that town. We're simply saying that we don't feel like right now is the best time to be having these demonstrations while there are still families that are directly dealing with the heartbreak that has come from the hands of police brutality. We feel like it's a slap in the face.
We did find some similarities. Both groups agree not all cops are bad and that we need to look into ways police can be reformed. And when asked what would it take to move forward?
To not be treated as inferior.
Both groups agreed to start with civil conversations on the issues.
And let's pick them apart one by one. What can we do to solve this problem? And there's going to be some compromise. There's going to be give and take.
There's no way to completely bring everybody together. I just think that's impossible. We're just all built different with different thoughts and feelings. However, if we can get a good majority of people to just, the bare minimum, understand when something is right and when something is wrong, that's a good start.
In Holbrook, Wale Aliu, Boston 25 News.